The courtroom felt colder than usual that morning. Wooden benches creaked as people settled in, whispering about the case no one wanted. A Marine colonel sat alone at the defense table, uniform crisp, spine straight, eyes steady. Her legal team had withdrawn hours earlier, citing conflicts. The judge sighed, already tired. Marcus Hale slipped into the back row quietly, his jacket borrowed, his tie uneven. He was a single dad, a night-shift warehouse worker who came to court only to support a neighbor who'd asked him to watch her case. He brought his son's crayon-stained notebook, planning to leave early. The charge was severe: dereliction of duty, negligence during a training exercise that resulted in injuries. Headlines had already convicted her. The prosecution spoke confidently, reciting timelines and regulations like scripture. No one mentioned her 20 years of service, or the lives she'd saved. No one mentioned the order that forced her hand. The judge asked the colonel if she had counsel. She rose, voice calm but brittle. "My counsel withdrew this morning, Your Honor. I request a continuance." The prosecutor objected. The gallery murmured. The judge looked down, weighing calendars against fairness, and began to speak. "I will defend her!" The words cut through the room like a dropped gavel. Every head turned. Marcus stood, heart hammering, not sure why he spoke, only that he couldn't sit anymore. He remembered his son asking why good people get blamed when systems fail. He swallowed and stepped forward. The judge frowned. "Sir, are you an attorney?" Marcus shook his head. "No, Your Honor, but I know the regulations they're twisting. I served 10 years. Logistics, training oversight. I know what orders look like when they're impossible." A pause stretched. The judge's eyes softened just a little. After a brief recess, the judge allowed Marcus to assist as a lay advocate under supervision. The prosecution smirked. The colonel met Marcus's gaze for the first time. Surprised, grateful, wary. "Thank you," she whispered. "We'll stick to the truth," he replied. Marcus began simply. He asked the colonel to describe the order chain. She explained the last-minute directive, the equipment delay, the weather warning ignored by higher command. Marcus produced printed emails, public records he'd pulled months ago for a union grievance, showing the pressure to proceed. The prosecutor objected. The judge overruled. Marcus asked about safety waivers signed after the exercise. The colonel answered steadily. The courtroom grew quiet. This wasn't bravado, it was clarity. Marcus spoke plainly, translating policy into human terms, exposing how blame flowed downhill. A witness for the prosecution faltered under cross-examination. Marcus asked why the training wasn't postponed, despite a red flag memo. The witness admitted it would have affected budgets and optics. A ripple of discomfort passed through the gallery. The colonel's shoulders eased, just a fraction. During a break, Marcus called his son from the hallway. "Dad might be late," he said. "Why?" "Because sometimes you stand up when no one else will." His son was quiet, then proud. Marcus returned to the courtroom lighter, steadier. In closing, Marcus didn't attack. He acknowledged responsibility, but placed it where it belonged. "Leadership isn't scapegoating," he said. "It's owning decisions at every level." The colonel stood beside him, eyes bright, hands still. The judge deliberated longer than expected. When she returned, her ruling was clear: charges dismissed. The court would refer the matter for administrative review of command decisions. Gasps filled the room. The colonel exhaled, a sound like release after years underwater. Outside, cameras waited, but Marcus slipped away. The colonel caught him at the steps. "You changed my life," she said, voice breaking. He shook his head. "You earned it. I just said it out loud." She saluted him. He nodded back, awkward, smiling. That evening, Marcus picked up his son from aftercare. "Did you win?" his son asked. Marcus knelt. "We told the truth." The boy hugged him hard. Somewhere, a Marine colonel went home with her name intact. Somewhere else, a single dad learned that courage sometimes sounds like standing up and saying, "I will defend her,"